Hi, everybody. Good to have you back with us. I'm Danny Kay with Eric Hill Peppercraft Studio. I've been working on decorating the Garden Birdie Journal. It's another technique to use a dark page. It does not add any writing area. We'll go more toward the back today. I'll be applying it to this page. And what we're going to be doing, besides moving these tags we were working on for Journal Junior, that'll be in a later video. What we're going to be doing here is doing a Karen spiral reveal. This is a strip that is 4 inches long by 1/2 inch wide. We're going to use it as a template in making the Karen spiral reveal. Now, I can't exactly explain it to you better than showing it to you, so I'll just show it to you. We'll make one and then I can show you. What I need to work with is a heavy piece of cardstock. I need a picture that I would like to emphasize. I thought about using that one, but I want a picture that has the subject, the person, more central to the picture itself. And the picture should be a 4 inch by 4 inch. So I'll cut that out. This is part of a masterboard that I made the other night. That's what we cut up the tag strips with, that we're working on tags with. It was a great grungy masterboard. Loved it. Still love it, of course. But we need a 4 inch by 4 inch masterboard piece. I'm going to go ahead and mark this here. This may be strong enough to cut it. We'll give it a try. What a neat little cutter this has been. So now we have a great strip, a great remnant, another very usable, cool piece of our masterboard. So I'll set it to the side. Here's our 4 by 4 piece of masterboard. There we go. Very good. It seems to indicate or feel that it lays in this direction if you're looking at it. So that'll be its orientation here. We'll take this, and I was going to use some washi tape it's 1/2 inch wide washi tape. I'm going to use this to mark the first 1/2 inch on the board, on the piece of masterboard we have. What I want to do here is I don't want to use my scissors because it'll bend the board more. I'll use my knife and my ruler. And we're going to use this and mark down 1/2 inch. The corner here. There. So that's where we want to start cutting, right here. Okay, that's our first cut. Now, since we cut all the way through to the end, we want to start here, and that's our starting point, and cut across. And stop at this corner 1/2 inch from the corner there. So it remains connected. So to measure that, we'll put a mark right here. And also measure down. So that's going to be our point right there. And I did not think about it. But I normally don't use the art side. There we go. Let's make everything blurry. I usually don't use the art side while I'm cutting. I usually use the back side because that is going to be glued, not facing the viewing area. So we'll continue on the back side. We need to make sure that that's 1/4, 1/2 inch. I need to continue cutting to there. Now we don't want to cut all the way through to the bottom because what we're trying to do is make a square spiral. So in our measurement, we will mark I'm going to eyeball that and come across. And we want to mark the edge specifically from here to there, because we don't want to cut all the way through. Just go from this point to this point. Okay. Make sure that it's cut all the way through. Right. And then we want to cut from this point to this point, where we have 1/2 inch left to the edge. Okay. And I'll just keep measuring and cutting until we get to the center. As usual, when you get distracted, of which I was at the moment, I was talking to someone else in the other room. I cut through where I wasn't supposed to cut through. Since there is a side that you are not going to see, which is this side, we're cutting through on the back side. You may rejoin your pieces with glue. So I am doing some repair. The hell did you do that for? So we'll continue cutting now that it's been repaired so we can cut through it again, hopefully correctly this time. And I'm looking for my washi tape. It's underneath something. Found it. Now in our journal, we're going to place it on the page, right in the middle of the page over our picture. Our picture will be cut out. The frame, it will in essence be a frame, will be put in the middle. It will only be glued on two sides and a bit of a quarter to hold it down because this needs to be flexible starting on the third side so that you can pull up your spiral and reveal your picture. That is why it's called a spiral reveal. It is beautiful and pulled up to reveal your beautiful picture or the person that you're giving a journal to. Put their picture in here or a baby, and they will have a beautiful, surprising reveal to pull up and reveal. And the reason to use heavy cardstock so that it will retain its shape. If you use thinner paper, it will get bent and will get out of shape. It won't hold to the page, to the shape that it's supposed to stay. That will work very nicely and resist being bent or torn for you. A nice thick cardstock with a few layers of something decoupage to the top, collaged, whatever. I think that needs just a little bit of, because there's a lot of confusion on this very busy page. I have sewn tea bags together. That will help in giving giving a little bit of diffusion to what's going on the page. So, and we'll just leave it loose. It looks a little bit fluffy. Let the edge hang over. I will be inking it. We'll put the picture right in the middle of the page with the frame around it. for the reveal. And if you close the book over on the tab, it'll moosh back down, but you'll be able to get to it easy enough with it enhanced with some washi tape, little tab. Let's get our picture cut out. To put our spiral reveal, our Karen spiral reveal on our page. So first we need to anchor down our tea bags. Yeah, yeah, okay. I do want to try to ink these up. So, and there's a lot of black, so I'm going to use brown. It's going to be the walnut stain. We'll put that on the page. Like that. I think I'll let it be loose through the middle. A little bit looser. You'll see what I mean. I'm not going to go right up in the crease. Just going to go to the edge, but definitely not going to get the glue in the crease of the signature. Okay. And I do not like using glue stick. I do not have a glue stick that I trust. Oh, well, I was not paying attention to the fact that the tea bag did not go all the way to the edges. It'll dry clear, and it won't be all bumpy and cruppy. Just smooth it out a teeny tiny bit, it'll be fine. Let's get the tea bag down, and it'll be nice and secure. Tea bags, the two sewn together. And it's hanging over just a little bit. It's overlapping onto the next page. It is not glued across the center, though. Do not get the glue end into the signature crease next to the strings or anything like that. What we need to do now is put our picture down. Let's see how the edges lay out. Trim just a little bit off the side, so we'll make sure that there's no problem in getting the frame around our picture and fully covered. We can pour just a little bit off. And if you wanted to put tabs, so you could just slip and make the picture area interchangeable, works just fine. Just put some tabs in there instead of gluing it down. All right, just kind of eyeballing it to get it centered a bit. To smooth it out. Okay. Now, you can choose how you would like this to go up. Now, you can choose to glue down this side and the top side, and all of it be flexible up to about right here, and pull up and away from the picture to reveal. You could glue all four sides, but this is what you would see then. It would be limited in movement. It would be about that much. It would show about that much. So I'm just going to glue this side, the left side, the top side, and about the first half of the third side. So it'll be the first side here, the top side, and about one half of the third side. Lots of glue so it's nice and stable, anchored down really well. Just for safety's sake, you can put a piece of paper underneath the rest of it as it dries. I want to press it a little bit more with my fingers, and then I'll put the paper in between as it dries for another minute or so. This is Fabrifix. It dries so fast. I absolutely love this glue. It works on just about everything. I can't think of right offhand that anything it's really had trouble with, except for some applications on metal that can be testing and try at times. Depends on what you're doing, of course. So let's give that another few seconds to set. Basically, we're done. All we need to do is remove the paper and then use the tab to pull up the Karen Spiral Reveal and reveal our picture. And that will be another a page that we have decorated in the Garden Birdie Journal. But it should be fine now. So There's our page. So if we're coming along here and looking through our journal and we get to this page, well, we'll have to get along to it in just a minute. So we're looking at the journal, moving along, and we get to this page. I say, that looks interesting. What's that? And you pull it up and say, hey, that's a beautiful picture under there. Well, and I need to hold the page down. And of course, that can be your picture, somebody else's picture. You can put tabs in the corner here and slip a picture in there. Just make sure that the tabs are accessible in this corner and in this corner. And so it would be centered in your reveal to be looked at when you pull the tab up. And there you have it. This may be a new technique for you. I know a lot of people use pictures and picture frames and want to have different ways of showcasing their photographs in their journals. This is a fun, somewhat confusing while you're cutting, but a fun way to have a new type of enhancement for your photographs. That's great. Hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy this new technique that we've introduced for you, the Karen Spiral Reveal. And if you would like to join in on some of our live crafting sessions, join me. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you'll hear about our live sessions when we go live. So take it easy tonight. We'll talk to you soon.